This right here is a must-have if you have a game room,
All my wonderful toys.
especially if you have a pool table.
Clean, dirty.
This handheld vacuum is much more than just a vacuum, and it cleans more than just pool tables, even though it is advertised as a pool table vacuum cleaner. But first things first, and that is all the accessories this comes with. The main one is the vacuum piece that just snaps on. Once you hit the trigger, you can start cleaning. Now it is a little bit loud, didn't really care for that part of it, but it sure can suck in the good way. I never cleaned my pool table and I've had it for a couple years, and I was really surprised at how dirty it was.
Need more power. More. Yeah.
I like the tapping part of this that changes the power levels. On the lowest level, you got a 60-minute runtime. On medium, you have 30 minutes, and on high, you have 20. Now, if you're worried about scratching your table, the brush isn't like your typical vacuum brushes. It's not bristled, it's actually more sponge-like. And there's also pads on the outside. Okay, so if there's more than dust that you need to clean up, say your kids spilled something or you have a nasty stain or whatever on there, there's this accessory. Once you fill it up, it just snaps behind the vacuum, and now you have a wet-dry mop, with an emphasis on the wet part because this does let out a lot of water, which actually worked very well for my ping pong table. Okay, so that was the first attachment. Let's talk about the second. This was my favorite piece because it cleaned the areas that I couldn't clean on my pool table with the vacuum part. I also used it to clean my foosball table. I hate to say it, but I've had that table for 2 years as well, and I have never once cleaned it. Apparently, I just like to play games in dirty conditions. Just a dirty boy.
That right there is the nemesis of my game room as far as keeping stuff clean. First off, you can't tell, but these darts are huge. But all of that right there, those little divots, that's all right there now. But now I have this. That looks like leftover stuff, but that's actually when the darts fell on this and put little holes. Not a good idea to put a piece of furniture underneath a dartboard with 6-inch darts.
Now, I could have used a regular vacuum to do this, which is what I have done before, but it was upstairs, and then I had to go find the attachment, and that was just too much effort. That was attachment number 2. This is number 3 and the last one. And this one is pretty self-explanatory. Just gets in those crevices in the tight, deep spots that no other accessory can. Now, when this is full, it's easy to empty. Just a push button that drops out the bottom part.
Look at all that crap.
You can then unscrew the entire canister and the filter, and then change out the cloth filter. When it comes to charging, there's a port on the battery that you can also take off and charge separately, or there's a charge port on the vacuum.
Charge port, charge port.
The last thing you get is a mount with a couple screws, and this holds a couple accessories and the vacuum. In order to keep my game room clean, I installed it 5 feet away from my closest game. Oh, it's dirty? Let me just grab it right here and clean away. If you want to keep your game room clean, this is the Nuha Pool Table Vacuum Cleaner. It's on Amazon for $180. I got the link below if you want to check it out. And that's it. So thanks for watching and take care.